Okay, hi everyone. It's the 23rd of January and we are on Money Follows Joy, or Money Come, Money Come, Money Come. Like I said, I like both messages, so here we are. We are a little bit late today and that really doesn't matter. So that's totally cool. So at the moment we've got Claire and we've got Simone and we've got Magnolia in the room. And this is our fifth call, would you believe, around money. And money follows joy and all the issues and all the limitations and all the creative generative spaces that money allows us to be. So how does it get any better? So I'm going to start by just asking you girls, all the decisions, the conclusions, the computations, judgments, projections, and expectations we have about this call, can we destroy and create them? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So today I did something that I've advised you guys to do, which was to go back and listen to one of the recorded calls. I did that. And I know I've been asking you guys to do that a lot, but I just wanted to share, just listening back to last week's call, just even 15, 20 minutes, there were so many things that made me just go, like I haven't actually done this. I haven't actually chosen this. I haven't even looked at these questions. So if you haven't been watching back or listening back to the recordings, I highly, highly recommend going back and listening to it. And it could just be like a 15 minutes or a 20 minutes. And sometimes there's a question or something that's been shared on the call that actually delivers the energy that you've been asking for. So please do go back and listen to these calls, and you can choose which one resonates for you, choose which one would create the greatest, and please just keep going back and using these tools because it does change. And it changes as soon as you start to step into the space of choice. So I'm going to just open it up with that. So everywhere you have bought the lies that you have no choice, that you're living in a no choice universe, that choice is dependent on something else outside of you, can we destroy and create it? Yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So Claire, this is the first call you've done, so I'm really, really excited that you're here, and I just adore how you create and everything you be in the world for you, your family, just you're such an awesome creator. So how we do these calls is it's a very, very open sort of platform. So if you've got questions or anything's coming up like an awareness, please just feel free to just like unmute and shout out, and we'll go with the energy there, because it's really you guys that create these calls by opening up and talking about things and really starting to look at what do you want to create. So if there's anything you could get from this call today, what would it be? And we've got Magnolia here, so I'm gonna like just go like this. Spotlight. And she's not going to come to the spotlight. So, what would you like to create from this call?
What I like to create. I think I'd just like to stop hiding all those sneaky little things that are stopping me.
Cool.
So something just to blast those out or make them super obvious.
So stopping. All right, cool. I love that.
Okay.
Thank you. Has anybody got anything to add to that before I just like look? We just can look at that energy. She's already like brought up a million things in my head. Just went, ooh, sparkles. Yay, nay, speak now, forever hold your peace. Forever means not just in this body, in every other body. That's correct, people. They're really quiet. That's okay. I'm loud. That's fine. I'm happy to be loud. So she said the energy of like stopping. So what is the energy of stop? That. Okay. So everything that is, can we destroy and create it?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what is the energy of go? Okay, cool. So everything that is, times a godzillion, can we destroy and create it?
Yes.
right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. One thing I realized about when I create quick, and it's almost like I create, and it's like I feel like I'm on this go, 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 go. Like I keep going, and then it's like stop. Go, 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 and stop. Does that resonate with anybody else? Like, do you go, 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 and then stop? Do you guys not want to talk to me today? Did they just disappear on me today?
I was talking, but I'm on mute.
Ah, you were talking, but you're on mute. How's it any better than that?
So, yes. What was the question now? I just figured out how to unmute myself.
Do you like go, 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 and then stop?
Yes, very much so. So, yeah, I mean, it's probably comes to a grinding halt.
It doesn't matter where it comes from. It's just like at the moment, it doesn't even matter where, like, this is the thing, guys. Like, it doesn't matter where this comes from. So this recording is obviously a recording that is speaking to a future. So occasionally I might say guys and girls because I get there's going to be other people listening to this and creating with this call. So it's not about knowing where it came from. Not always. Like, ask the question, like, do I need to know where this came from? And if it creates the change you've been asking for, and if it creates what you're asking for, fair enough, let's go there. And a lot of the time, you don't actually need to know. You just need to address the energy. And this is the beauty of Access Consciousness and the tools of Access Consciousness. You just get to the place where the energy is, and we can pot and pocket, and we can just destroy and create it. So that energy of stop and start. Stop and start. Stop and start, stop and start. Everywhere you are a machine of stop and start, like the washing machine. You do like a cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle, and everything is clean. And then we go, oh, we're just going to stop and shut down for a while.
Yeah.
Everywhere we're choosing a stop and start reality. Can we destroy and create all that?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. So what is the value of stopping and starting? So for me, I have this really cool point of view that if I'm like go, 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 then I'm going to burn out. Who does that belong to? How many places and spaces have you been told that if you are out there creating 10 things at the same time, be careful, you're going to burn out? They're like the Roadrunner. Like, he leaves like this trail of like burn behind him when he runs. And then, you know, I don't know if this is the same for you guys, but I have to retreat. Like, literally, I will go, 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 and then just retreat.
Yeah.
So I had to look at this for myself, and I still look at this for myself a lot because I'm somebody who can create a lot, and I work really, really fast. And what if my fast is still my slow? Everywhere you have been stopping and starting, and you've identified or misidentified what your fast is, what your speed is, what that is, what this is, and trying to fit into a reality where if you go too fast, you will burn out. We're just trying to create all that. Right now, I'm going to shorts, boys and beyonds. So how many of you guys have actually burnt out from doing too much? Yeah, like I have two. Magnolia says she has.
I have.
Great.
Right.
So what did you choose at the time of burnout? What types of things did you say to yourself when you burnt out?
Exhausted.
I'm exhausted now. I think some of the things I used to say to myself when I was going through my burnout was, well, I need to now make sure that I don't do this again.
Yep.
So then I started making a way and strategizing techniques, tools, and I went to doctors and Chinese therapists and nutritionalists and hypnotherapists, like every person on the planet, to try and identify what I could do to prevent the burnout. So what types of things did you put into place so you prevent burnout?
not doing it in the first place.
Yeah, I'm not even going to do it in the first place. I'm just not going to like go there. This project is too big, or this idea is too big. I better pace myself. So for Simone, it's like I'm not going to choose it at all. But for me, it was like I'm going to pace myself because I can't not create. Like that would just kill me. It's not that I won't create anymore, but I was pacing myself. So where have you learned to pace yourself? And everything that brings up, destroy and create it. Yeah. Right and wrong, good and bad, online, shorts, boys, beyonds. So what did you buy at the time of burnout?
Anything.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
What are some of the core beliefs you took on as like real and true? If you do too much, you're going to get tired. If you do too much, you're going to get sick. Like, and go light or heavy. I'm just going to pull these out of your head because nobody's talking.
You can't do too much.
You can't do too much because you'll get burnt out and you're going to get sick. And, you know, then you can't work. And then blah, blah, blah. And then blah, blah, blah. And all this projected reality. Better cut down my hours. I don't know about you guys, but one of the things I did was when I was going through my burnout, I'm going to put you guys on mute if you want to talk. If you want to talk, you can unmute yourselves. So one of the things I made up was work-life balance. I'm going to talk about this. I love these money calls. We just go anywhere. Thank you guys, by the way, for just letting me facilitate however I want to facilitate. And not like holding me accountable. It's like I said last week, it could be one point of view or several points of view in completely different areas of your life. So it could be relationships, it could be body, it could be work, it could be careers that actually creates your money flow or lack of money flow. It's not linear. So thank you so much for just letting me just go wherever we're going to go and, you know, and being a contribution to that. So yeah, let's go back to the burnout. So one of the things I made up was, and one of the things like they really address in workplaces was this work-life balance. Okay, so because I didn't have a work-life balance, I burnt out. What does work-life balance mean? What does it mean, guys? Have we all heard that? Did anybody buy that?
Order.
It's all about order and creating order. You better schedule things in. Jesus Christ, it's so heavy that I feel like I'm being strangled talking about this. So better schedule things in. Better have more juices, eat those greens, la, 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 la. Make sure you do 30 minutes at least of exercise a day to decrease the chances of burnout. Better start breathing exercise. Better start meditation classes. Jesus Christ, my schedule was then full of work-life balance activities. So I even had a coach at the time who's going to be my health coach to get my health back on track. So that even meant that I worked less hours. So I worked part-time because my schedule was so full of doing the other stuff that, you know, to create the work-life balance, I actually was earning less. So in a way, I'd kind of made some correlation between work hours, money, and activities. Did anybody else do any of those correlating this causes this ideas and ideals? No, is that just me? Okay, well, I'll just put and puck myself then. Right, wrong, good, bad, put and puck, online shorts, boys and beyonds. So everywhere you have been creating your entire reality around stop and start. Stop and start, stop and start. From the order of this reality, can we destroy and create it?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Everywhere you're not willing to out-create the order, can we destroy and create it?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. So, if you never had to stop and start, what could you choose?
Anything in 10 seconds.
And everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and create it.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. So what happens when you stop?
Get negative.
get negative. And truth, does an infinite being ever stop?
I go into a beyond.
Yeah. So for me, my stop situations were the places where I checked out of my life.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have a pen and paper there, guys, but maybe can you write down 3 things you do to check out, or 3 places you check out? So for me, one of the places I check out is when I literally will lock myself into my room and completely check out of checking my emails, checking my phone, and literally stop taking any actions altogether. It's like complete checkout.
Yep.
So what do you guys do when you stop? That could be a great question. Like, what is your go-to thing when you're stopping yourself? All right, another question. Where do you stop yourself?
What is my go-to thing, like my remedy?
What's the remedy when you stop? And this might be your play work for this week. Like, where do you choose to stop? When do you choose to start? And what have you made so vital, valuable, and real and about living in a stop and start reality? And everything that is, times of God's land, destroy and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So for me, a stop was a space to check out. And as a teacher, the stop points were, I'm going to go on a holiday. So it was like, I'm just going to go on holiday. What does that even mean? It meant I was going to check out of my life. It meant I could no longer create in that space. I could just like, my version of being was just like swish around, go swim, and get massages all day. And I didn't have to be completely present with who I was, and what I desired to be and do. It's a very different energy. So my holidays were an escape. Going into nature was an escape. So everything I'd put into place to stop the energy of creation, can we destroy and create that if that exists for you as well? Yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Jesus, I love these calls because I never know where we're going to go next. It's what's the next awareness?
So is checking out like really expensive? Does it cost us a lot?
Does it? So Magnolia just asked the question, I don't know if you guys heard, like, is checking out costly? Good question, is it? So I remember like Dane was on a call once and he said how he was just like, I want to break. Like, I just want to break. Like, I want to just go and like be by myself. And I don't want to talk to people. Like, I'm doing these classes all day, every day. And there's just people. And I don't know, when you ever go for a class with Dane, my heart always goes out to him because there's hundreds of women lined up waiting to hug the Dane. They just want to touch him. They just want to hug him. And so he would do that. He would allow people to like literally make a line and he would be there hours after class, whereas Gary just gets up and bloody goes. He just chooses like, my body's done. And Dane just stands there and waits for all these people to hug him. So often I think one of his stories was he would just get to the point where he's like, I just want to be by myself. I'm so done with people like needing me, desiring stuff from me and pulling at me, and I need to go and be by myself and go and be in nature. And I just want to go on holiday. I want to go on vacation. So he goes on this holiday and I think he lasted like half a day on this holiday. Like his version of the holiday was he's just going to sit on the sand and like, sip cocktails. So the typical picture that we have advertised at any flight center, any magazine where it's like, oh, wow. Look at this reality of like laying down and under a big umbrella with your cocktail and you are on vacation. You are living the dream. So he was living the dream. There he was sitting there. And after about like, I don't even think it was a morning. I think it was like within 10 or 15 minutes. He was just like, okay, so I've done that now. Now what? Like he literally just like taken this vacation. And his awareness from that, or what he shared from that, was that he actually didn't desire to be on vacation. And his question to us was, when do you get to stop being unconscious? Consciousness doesn't stop. Like, whether you're on vacation or not, that's your choice to check out of it and become unconscious or anti-conscious. That's your checkout. When you check out, you are choosing unconsciously anti-consciousness. And what does that even create? So he got his version of going on holiday was him trying to escape consciousness. And he got like, you don't get away from consciousness. You can't go anywhere. It's who you are. And sometimes things are uncomfortable. So there's nowhere you can go on vacation. And not being present didn't create very much for him in the end. And he also got like being alone, like that was his thing. I just want to go do this by myself, was actually not fun for him. So everywhere we are stopping and starting and using this version of stopping to separate us from consciousness, from oneness, from ourself, from our bodies, from all the things that we actually are asking for. And we use the stopping as a way of separating. Can we destroy and create all of that? Yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Sorry, I just have to confess, I asked no questions in that. I'm literally just following the energy and addressing the energy. Are there any questions that you guys have just about anything I've said? Nobody's got camera today.
No. They might need a reminder to unmute.
Oh, you just need to unmute if you're talking.
Can you just repeat what you just said? Because I went deaf and I was talking to you the whole time.
I have no idea what I just said. So sorry. Sometimes in these calls, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm like completely present with the energy. So once I've said it, it's like done. So sometimes I'll remember, but I often won't remember because it's just literally going with where we're at, and it's already changed. So what was I saying? I don't know.
If there are any questions about stopping and starting.
Yeah, I think
checking out.
That's right. I said, is there any questions about stopping and starting and checking out that are coming up for you?
You don't get to be unconscious.
Well, yeah, but it just, yeah. And I think the statement I said before is you don't get to be unconscious, but I'm going to just correct myself. Yes, you can be unconscious, but everywhere you're unconscious, guess what you'll be creating? Piles of poo. So all the piles of poo you are creating from the anti-consciousness and unconsciousness you are choosing, can we destroy and create it?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. If there is a place, if there is a space in your reality that is not working for you, not functioning for you, you are unhappy about it, it is because you are choosing to be unconscious. So how much poo, which is points of order, are you using to create the unconsciousness and anti-consciousness you are choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and create it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So how much poo are you using to create unconsciousness and anti-consciousness are you choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and create it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What have you made so vital, valuable, and real about stopping and starting, rather than creating you as a creation in every 10 seconds? And everything that won't allow you to be, know, perceive, and receive that, can we destroy and create it?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And again, my apologies go out to Heather, who has not even taken a bars class. I think I said it last week, I really don't know how to do a beginner's class, so I'm really sorry. But you will get the awareness you're getting, and you're on this call because you're choosing it, so thank you. And if there are questions and I go too fast and you're feeling slightly fried or frazzled after these calls, please, please, please get someone to run your bars. There are many, many bars practitioners around Cairns you can choose from. I think there's been at least 100 come through my classes in the last 18 months. So you have over 100 people to choose from in Cairns and the surroundings. So please get your bars run. It will really help to change and shift things. Okay, so questions. Ladies, gentlemen. Yes, I just got that all right. Well done, Mancha. That was.
So maybe good play work is to make a list of all the areas you're choosing to be unconscious.
Yeah. Or what's not working in your life. Yeah. So Magnolia just said like one play work she's going to be choosing this week is to really look at this, guys. Like, stop hiding from yourself. This is not to show me. This is not to show the world. It's not to show your partners. This is for you. Please, would you open Pandora's box and literally look at it and have a look at all the spaces and places you've been unsighted about you not choosing. So where are you not choosing? And you will know where you're not choosing because it's not showing up the way you know it can show up. So what are the areas you're really unhappy about? Start to really look at that and be with the energy of it. It's like, what am I not choosing here? Not from telling yourself off, not from judgment, not from I'm wrong because I haven't chosen it, but really from a space of inquiry, from a space of like, you know, the willingness to just go there, and also from a space of like, I really want the awareness now. Hey, universe, can you please show me? I'm really ready to demand something different. I really desire something different. So no judgment on why you haven't chosen it up to this moment. No judgment on how it should show up, or like, I'm so wrong because I didn't get this so far. I didn't get it. I haven't got it. All of that. Can you just pot and pock all your judgments around anywhere you're choosing unconsciousness? Yeah. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. We all have it. Like Gary and Dane are the founders of Access Consciousness, and they openly talk about places and spaces that they still want to change. Nobody is free of being unconscious. The only thing we do have is we keep choosing to be aware, and the awareness is the thing that allows you to choose something greater. Okay, so everywhere you're making yourself wrong for not choosing, everywhere you've made yourself wrong for, I'm not a conscious, enlightened being, therefore I can't have everything. Can we destroy and create all that?
Yes.
Right or no, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. There is nobody I have met to this day who is enlightened and completely conscious. There may be places and spaces that they're more aware than you are. They're willing to be an energy. They're willing to receive more. They're willing to perceive something different. And guess what? Once you see it in them, big secret, you want to know it? You want to know it? You can have it too. You only perceive what you're willing to receive. Can we quote that? Can we quote that somewhere? Money Follows Joy by Manjit Khalsa. What you perceive is something you are now willing to receive. So everywhere you've been perceiving these energies of people that you desire to be like, because they have this energy of ease with money, or peace with money, or joy with money, that you have not yet experienced. If you can perceive it in somebody else, you can receive it in your life right now. So everywhere you're waiting, stopping for something to shift and change so you can have that available, let's destroy and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. The second you perceive it, you can receive it. It's available. And this is the great thing about an energy. You don't need to wait for it because it's there. The energy of wealth, the energy of peace with money, the energy of ease with money, the energy of being with money. It is available. I get the thing that stops most people is the judgment about the amount. It's not the actual money. Like, all of us have money, correct? Like, if you have 10 cents right now, you have money. You have it. But it's the judgment that 10 cents isn't wealthy that actually sticks you. So everywhere you're judging yourself from the amount of money you have rather than you have money, can we destroy and create all that? Yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, are we all fried? I think I've done well. That's half an hour. I've lasted longer than normal. If you guys wanted to run bars, you can as well. Cool?
I ran one yesterday.
Questions, awarenesses. Somebody say something. I'm just
Sticky
gonna.
bits.
This is sticky. I'm sorry, it's feeling a little heavy right now. You might all perceive that, but guess what, guys? I have reached a whole new level of I'm not hiding from anything sticky and icky. I'm not even calling it sticky and icky. I'm calling it my parcel of toffee that I get to unwrap, unfold, and chew and swallow and enjoy every second. Okay? So toffee is sticky too. Everywhere we're avoiding sticky because it's icky. Imagine it being that beautiful little toffee that you're going to put in your mouth, and yet it's sticky, and yes, it's sweet, and yes, it can be all those things, but you're bloody going to open it, and you're going to put it in your mouth, and you're going to stay with it. It's everything that is. Times God's way, destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, call and shots, boys and beyonds. And apologies if you don't like toffee. Alrighty, Simone, I think, are you unmuted? Did you want to say something?
No, I was just going to say good night. I've got to run now, so I was just going to say thank you very much.
Oh, where are you going?
I've got to get some dinner. I'm feeling like I'm going to pass out with hunger. So
you're probably going to pass out because we just fried you too. So
pretty much.
Simone's been in foundation as well, so please get your bars run as well.
Yes.
I'll send you the playback. Cool. Yeah, definitely get your bars run. And just one thing, Simone, can you please not make yourself wrong? If there's one thing you can give yourself right now, can you not make yourself wrong from where you're at right now? You know, you're doing and being everything you possibly can to change this. Can we acknowledge that?
Yeah.
So all your judgments around who you are, who you should be, and everywhere you're measuring yourself with the amount of money you have in your bank account, can we destroy and create it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Because who you are as a being and what you can create and your future has no correlation with your bank account right now. Okay? Like, you're such a gift. You're such a gift. And it's nothing to do with your bank account. And I just want to say, like, you're on these calls and you're freaking choosing shit. You're choosing foundation this week. You're choosing. Like, just please stop giving yourself a hard time.
Yeah, sure enough.
You know, this is not easy. Like, it's not easy, and you're still choosing it despite the uncomfort. It is sticky. If you could just acknowledge yourself for everything you're choosing and everything you've chosen and everything you're willing to be, that you've not been willing to be before, please acknowledge it now. Now I'm going to send you a massive, can we do it together, please, guys? We're going to send you a massive 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Receive this. 1, 2, 3. Push it down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And what else is possible for you, my friend, that you've not yet even considered?
Yeah.
What future have you already created that hasn't yet actualized into physical actuality? So go be you, go take care of your body, go give it what it needs. And you're on a judgment-free diet. I don't care what you eat, but I'm putting you on a judgment detox right now.
Deal.
Anytime you go into judgment, and then don't make yourself wrong for judging you. Anytime you go into judgment, just be like, oh, okay, that was interesting, Simone. I'm not choosing that anymore. Thanks, little voice, for reminding me of who I'm not. Because you are far greater than any little voice, and that's all of you guys, any little voice that goes off in your head that says you don't have enough money, you're not successful, you're a failure, or you'll never have that, you'll never be able to do that, you'll never be able to choose that. All those little voices, just thank them. Thank you, little voice. But that's not me. Because who you are is so freaking great that if you could even receive 1% of your greatness, it would change your whole reality. But it's got to start with, like, you've got to give yourself some slack and just not judge yourself. This is the greatest unkindness you can be for you. So what if the greatest kindness was the gift of you not judging you? And everywhere we're not willing to be that gift, everywhere we're not willing to gift ourselves that, the space of that, the kindness of that, let's destroy and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. And I say a big fuck you to all these people out there that just continue to perpetrate judgment, continue to have us question ourselves, judge ourselves, question everything we ever know. Right now, you're building that trust with yourselves, with your knowing, with your being. Everywhere it's been knocked down, everywhere we've been abused, everywhere we're healing from that, expanding from that, choosing different. Just please, if you can just not judge yourself through this, it will make life a lot easier. So I adore you, Simone. I think you're amazing. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And no judgment, okay?
Yeah.
Even if you can just do it for tonight.
Yep. One day at a time.
10 seconds at a time.
Yeah, that's easy.
Okay? 10 seconds. In these 10 seconds, I think I'm like the worst piece of shit ever. Okay, great. I don't choose that. 10 seconds. What else do I choose?
Yeah.
Okay, that 10 seconds is over. Now what do I choose? Okay, that 10 seconds is over. Now what do I choose? And yes, I remember the first time I heard the 10-second, like living in 10-second increments, which is one of the things we talk about in Access. And it bloody pissed me off because I was like, Jesus Christ, I want to know. Like, but honestly, when there is a crisis or there's things you're trying to change, it makes life so easy just saying, okay, in this 10 seconds, I chose judgment. It only lasted 10 seconds. Now, in the next 10 seconds, I choose to be kind to me. Oh, wow. Okay, now I'm going back to judgment. Okay, great. Now I choose kindness. Now I choose judgment. Now I choose kindness. And just live in 10-second increments. And you have a choice every 10 seconds to choose a completely different reality. Isn't that easy? You can still choose judgment. Just don't judge that you're judging it. Cool bananas. No slack. You're going through foundation. And I know Tosca's gone through foundation and Magnolia's been through foundation. It's such a big week. Like, and it's not big as in, like, you know, it's intense, but it's intense in ways that you've never had to look at life. And so please, 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 the only thing I can say, and the only thing I'd say to Tosca and Magnolia every day was just, can you please be kind to you in a way you've never been before? Talk to your body, talk to your being as though you are that 1-year-old child, that 2-year-old toddler, because this stuff you've never learned before. You know, it's growing pains and and also expansive pains, and everything's happening. It's kind of like that burst of joy in your mouth, and at the same time it's kind of like that frustration of what you know is possible. So just be really kind as you go through all these changes and have fun with them. How much fun could you have being with all these changes? And how much fun can your body have receiving all this body work and juicy, yummy stuff that's shifting? You're creating a whole different future right now. Your brain is changing. Everything is changing. Your body's changing. Your molecules are changing. The blueprints of your life, your DNA, like, fuck. Be nice to yourself. All right, that's my lecture to all of you. Love you, Simone. Alrighty, has anybody else got any questions? You have a very quiet class. Tosca, I'm going to put you on the spot. If you don't speak, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. I'm going to mute you and I want you to say something.
Hello, Manjude.
I'm sorry. That's really not classroom technique, is it? And it's really like not like allowing you to choose it. It's just kind of like, I'm putting you on the spot. Here we go.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. That's very interesting, looking at the way stop and start energy and what we do to ourselves.
Yeah. So,
And checking out. Like, what things do we do to check out?
yeah,
You
it's
know?
super cool. It's super cool. Like, when I first looked at that like question, like, where do I check out? And it was like everywhere.
When I first, I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know I was checking out.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
And one thing I know is like, and you guys will know this, the more body work I choose and the more like classes I've chosen and the more I'm running bars, it's actually harder and harder to not be present. You know?
For sure.
And what could you choose that has you be present? So that's one of the things like I choose, like that's why the bodywork and stuff is amazing, because it creates so much space that you have such a degree of presence available that actually isn't done on this planet. And talking about presence, because that's where we're at, how unpresent are you with your spending?
I can be very present. Absolutely.
Yeah, like not even just you, but just everywhere. Like everywhere, we're just not willing to be aware of where we're spending and how we're spending and whose reality we function from when we're buying things. Can we destroy and uncreate all of those places and places? Right and wrong,
absolutely.
Online shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere we go into judgment, where we've not been present, can we destroy and uncreate all that?
Absolutely.
Bad, online shorts, boys and beyonds. So, yeah, any questions, Tosca?
I really, really like just what you were saying to Simone too, about not being in judgment and having those 10-second increments. You know, that is so kind to ourselves. I think that makes a big difference, especially when we're judging ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like total abuse. Like it's completely abusive. And this is like going a little bit off topic, but I think you all know, like I'm quite good friends with Liam Phillips, who wrote Curing the Incurable. And one of the places, like I remember asking him a question because he had like cancer, and when he started using the tools of Access Consciousness, he healed himself. And I said to him, what was one of the things you could say to me as a person or as a being that would change my reality around everything? And he said, you know, especially around bodies and disease and all of this, like why do we choose that? Like what creates it? Like I know what Louise Hay would say, like it's a thought pattern. And so that's great because that's your points of views that create your reality. And then I know with some people, it's like, you know, we're healing the planet or we're ignoring the awareness, blah, blah, blah. But I wanted to know from his point of view, like what did he learn from his experience of going through cancer and then having healed it? And he said, the one thing I could tell you is if you can just not judge you, 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 that is the greatest kindness you can give your body, your reality, and anything you wish to create. So his whole analogy was every time he judged himself, he was creating disease. So everywhere we're judging ourselves, judging our financial status, our level of success against this reality, can we destroy and create it?
Yes.
Good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. How many points of view have you got left in place that allow you to continue to judge yourself so you actually never ever choose the kindness you could choose? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and create it?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so how many places are we using stopping as a way of judging ourselves? So everything that is, because we're smart rats, right? Smart rats of consciousness. So everything that is, times a godzillion, we destroy and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. So everywhere we're using stopping as a way of judging ourselves, can we destroy and create it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Everywhere we're stopping to judge ourselves and we just learn and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. Because what happens when you stop? We stop creating, the money flow stops, you stop receiving. Because when you say stop to the universe, everything stops. So I just want to stop. I just want to like, just take a holiday. And you literally do. You be careful of what you ask for because it will show up. So it will stop everything. And then what do we do? Okay, far out, fuck, like I've got no money now. And holy shit, I better start creating again. And then we press start. None of those realities, that polarity is not creation. That's the lie. All the refined judgments around stopping and starting as though that's creation, can we destroy and create all those myths, fantasies, illusions, delusions.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere when you say stop, you separate not only from your creations, but from you. Can we destroy and create all that? Yeah. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Because does the river ever stop flowing?
No.
Trees ever stop growing? Like really?
Nope.
Yeah, so everywhere we bought into the lies, because look how heavy this conversation is. Like everywhere we bought into the lie of we have to stop and we have to start and all of that brings up, can we destroy and create it? Yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. You are creative and generative. You never stop. You never stop. You never stop. You don't stop when you're sleeping. You don't even stop when you die. So even those ideas like, oh my God, I'm just going to stop. And one way of stopping is I'm just going to end my life and I'm just going to start a new one. Or not even, like it just stops. It stops this nightmare. It stops this. Nothing stops that. You as a being never, ever, ever die. You never stop creating. So everywhere we bought into the stupidity of like, one day it will stop. Let's destroy and create it. Yeah. Right and round, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what's light for you guys? Like, so that was like super icky and heavy. So let's go light or heavy. Like you're the source of your creation. Light or heavy?
Light.
Yeah, it's super light. Actually, can we all just say like, I have to stop and start. I have to stop and start. I have to stop and start.
I have to stop and start.
Stop and start. I have to stop and start. I have to stop and start.
So all the Shiku implants, explants holding that in place, can we destroy and create it?
Yes.
Yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So yeah. Everywhere we bought it as real and true, can we return it to the sender?
Yes.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So for anybody listening on this call who hasn't been introduced to the 1, 2, 3 and you've not taken very many access classes, the 1, 2, 3 is literally the energy that you're just like, okay, this shit changes now. It's to actually create the change. It's actually to create the energy of changing a pattern. Okay, so you can do this for your bank accounts every day. You can just look at them and say, okay, anything not allowing me to outcreate this or change this, do a 1, 2, 3 as a contribution to change like a pattern, like a repeating pattern. So you're asking to destroy and uncreate it. Okay, so that's like the 1, 2, 3s. And you can also give 1, 2, 3s as a contribution to the earth. So if at any point you're like, you know what? The earth could do with a contribution from me. Just do a 1, 2, 3. And the reason we do the hands is it's almost like the way I perceive it is have energy flow from the bottom of your feet, from the center of the earth and everywhere around you, like entire molecule, the entire planet. Have it flow from the bottom of your feet through your body up to the top of your head, and then reverse the flow, top of your head, through your body, out through the bottom of your feet, and through your hands. And you're literally using the entire energy of the entire universe and like lightning bolts going 1, 2, and 3. Okay? That's way too much explanation, but that's how I perceive it. Like really expand out and have every molecule, every atom, every energy in the entire universe contribute to that 1, 2, 3 moving as a movement, just like that flow in that river. Everything is always moving. Everything is always changing. Everything is always asking for you to contribute an energy. So everywhere you've not been willing to be that energy that you require to contribute to your lives, to the world, can we destroy and create it?
Yes.
Getting wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, online shorts, boys and beyonds. So can we do a little activity, because we're feeling a little quiet today? I'm going to put, is there anything else, Tosca, honey?
No, it's all good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Are you guys getting stuff from these calls? I'm getting a lot from them, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty, I'm going to pop you on mute and let's just do a little activity. So during this activity, I just want you to find a comfortable spot. You may choose to lay. You may choose to sit. And if you sit, I don't know, just ask your body, do you want your feet on the ground? Do you want a nice cushion? Do you want to curl up? Just ask your body what's going to be comfortable and find a beautiful, comfortable spot. Okay, you're going to find a nice, comfortable spot.
I'm already comfortable.
You don't look comfortable to me. Is that comfortable? You want to go lay on that daybed?
I'm all good here.
Yeah. Alrighty, and can I just ask you to just gently close your eyes? And let's just really breathe into our lungs. Expand right out. Feel them expanding. And now release. Feel the air just exhaling throughout each of your nostrils. In and out. Perceive how easy it is to breathe. How easy it is to receive oxygen. Perceive how easily your body just has your lungs fill up, and just as easily it releases. Just like that ocean, it's got an amazing rhythm of receiving and gifting, receiving and gifting. So as you breathe in, you're taking this oxygen and it just travels around your body, allowing each cell to bind with everything it needs to expand and grow and be generative. With each breath, your heart pumps blood around your body. With each breath, you're connecting to the planet. With each breath, you connect to every heartbeat in the world. With each breath, you can choose to receive. And with each exhale, your energy contributes to the earth, to the trees, to the animals, to everything that desires that carbon dioxide. This is a gifting and a receiving of energies. As you breathe in, you receive what the universe and the planet desires to contribute. And on each exhale, you're contributing to what the planet requires from you and your body. This is a 50-50 partnership. This is a space where you rarely think about your next breath. And yet you know as you've always known, that the next breath is available. It's never unlimited. It's never capped off, and it's not hard. It just flows. It's everywhere. You've been resisting the gifting and receiving as a 50-50 partnership, as an every moment by moment creation. Let's destroy it and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. As you breathe, feel your lungs. Keep connected to your body. Just allow it to move as an energy through your body. And now let's connect to every particle that's around you. Let's start with the seat that you're sitting on or laying on. Let's say hello to all these particles that are also contributing to you in every breath, every moment, every molecule that sings around you, every molecule that's excited around you, even the molecules that are slowly moving around you. Let's just acknowledge them and receive. Everywhere you've still got your barriers up to receiving, destroy it and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And push down those barriers. Allow your lungs to continue to expand and push down those barriers. Push them down further and further and further. And everywhere you're unwilling to be uncomfortably vulnerable, let's destroy and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And how much more can you receive? How much more are you willing to expand? How much more can you push down those barriers? How uncomfortable can you be being this vulnerable? So vulnerable that everything you've tried to hide, everywhere you've decided you don't want to see that thing that's so ugly about you, all those lies and myths, push down those barriers around all those ideas, all those judgments, push them right down. And take a look and receive. Receive all those energies. Push down those barriers even more. Everything you've labeled as ugly about you, destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Push down the barriers around how much of a failure you are. Everywhere you're still measuring yourself against somebody else's judgments, push down the barriers around that and destroy and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Push them down. I get you could push them down even more if you chose it. What more could you receive if you were willing to be this vulnerable in all areas of your life? Continue to just watch that breath, perceive that breath, sense the energies that are moving through your body right now. Stay connected. So everywhere you've not allowed your body, your sweet, sweet body, to contribute to you in really easy ways, as easy as it is to breathe, let's destroy and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Everywhere you've not been willing to receive from the universe, from every molecule, as easily as you exhaled and inhaled, let's destroy it and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And who are you choosing to be? Who are you choosing to be? If you were a tree, what kind of a tree would you be? Would you be a strong oak tree? Would you be flexible like a willow tree? Would you be able to peel away and shed like a paperback tree? Would you be tall and stand out like a tall poppy, like the palm trees? What kind of a tree are you willing to be? Or would you be a tree that's weak, that just blows over with the wind? Are you a tree that goes beyond the cyclones, that goes against what everybody says about time? Are you a tree that your seeds continue to soar? Are you a tree that will reach for waters even if you're in a desert? Are you a tree that continues to receive from the planet in whichever way it comes? What kind of a tree are you? Everywhere you're not willing to receive like a tree, let's destroy it and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Everywhere your branches are not willing to be a part of everything else, to contribute and allow contribution from everywhere else, destroy it and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Let's connect to the planet. Let's connect to every animal too. And now we're going to actually tap into a whole different energy. The energy of the animal kingdom, the energy of all the entities in the entire world that could be in the forest, they could be in the water, they could be those light beings that surround you and try and talk to you daily. What could you receive from them? What would they like to contribute to you? So all the light beings, these beings of light that just desire to contribute to you in ways you've never even perceived up until this moment. Let's destroy and create everywhere you're choosing to not receive from them. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And now let's invite them all around you. Push down your barriers even more. And have them come stand around you, be close to you. And if you push your barriers down enough, allow them to touch you and receive, and receive, and receive. What gifts, what wealth, what cash flow, what jewelry, all the areas of money and finance and wealth would they like to contribute to your life? Would you be willing to play with them? Would you be willing to receive from them? Everywhere you've not been willing to receive from all these light beings, of energies that surround you, can we destroy and create all that? right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. What else desires to contribute to you? Where else are you not receiving? Where else are you making it difficult or hard? And everything that is, times a godzillion, destroy and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. And as you're breathing in, just start to notice, are you expanding out as easily as you're exhaling? Or is exhaling easier than breathing in? How much significance have you placed on receiving? How much significance have you placed on contributing? Everywhere it's not a 50-50 relationship. Everywhere it's not a 50-50 creationship. Everywhere you've been doing all the hard work. Everywhere you've not been willing to have it be easy. Let's destroy and create all of that. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. With your next 10 breaths, let's just say a little hello to our bodies, all the awarenesses we may have had, the level of vulnerability you reached, and what would it take to be that with every creation, your businesses, your bank accounts, your children, your friends, and in the world. Everywhere you've not been willing to be that space of vulnerability that would allow you to create with total ease. Let's destroy and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shorts, boys and beyonds. So when I count down to 1, if you could come back to your bodies and just open your eyes and just connect with the new space you just walked into. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And open your eyes. And hi. What else is possible? Cool bananas. Cool. I'm just going to unmute you, Tosca.
Thank you, Majid. That was beautiful.
I don't know if I put you to sleep or I don't know if you were bored. I'm just going to follow the energy of whatever this is.
Very beautiful.
How you be?
A lot more expansive.
Yeah.
And I really like how you said that receiving and contributing 50-50.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It's an osmosis. Not one without the other. So if we're not receiving, we're also not, I think we have lots of points of views around it.
Yeah.
So yeah, all our refined judgments around receiving and what that is and what it isn't, let's just continue to destroy and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
Yes.
So I get today has been a really different call, like as every week. And every week I'm like, we're going to do the book today. And every week I'm like, actually, I really enjoy facilitating and reading the book is fun. But you guys can do that in your own time. But next week we can read the book if we choose it. But yeah, so maybe play work for this week is go through those questions again at the beginning of the book. And what I recommend is maybe even playing that exercise we just did, like maybe play that again and get to the space and then do those questions. from expanded place, from a space of vulnerability and a space of like no hiding. And just look at it from that space and then destroy and create everywhere. It's not light or heavy and it's, sticking.
Yes. Yep.
So maybe that's
good.
One of the play works this week. And another one was like, where do you choose to be present? When are you present and when are you not?
Good. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I got a great question for the speakers as well. Like, what percentage of my life am I present?
Yes, that's a very good question.
And you could ask it every day, and then just pot and park everything that you made significant around it. So for me, I just got like I'm 80% present, and that's usually because that at the moment is because I'm facilitating a lot. Like that's one space I know that I can't check out, even though I try, but I can't. So that's one thing I just keep choosing because I know that creates that level of space, and everything seems to just show up in my world as if they're magic. And they're the places I don't check out. I don't get to choose checking out. I can't really do it, even if I try. That's like one space. So I get like the last week, because I've been facilitating so much all day, every day, it's about 80%. And for me, it's like, let's just destroy and create it. And how does it get any better than that? So if it's 2%, just be like, yeah, great, I acknowledge. So today I was 2% present in my reality. Let's just destroy and create all of that. And what else is possible and how does it get any better than that? Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's just always adding to your life rather than I've got to go back and fix it. There's no fixing, it's just an adding.
Yep. Good. Oh, that's great.
Cool bananas. Well, we're 4 minutes ahead of time, but I think we're done.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Tosca.
Oh, you're welcome. And I'll enjoy listening to the recording as well. It'd be good.
Thank you. I'll send it out. I'll just upload it now and I'll send it out for everybody. And I will see you in 2 weeks on the call, and I will see you when I see you before that. And if for anybody else who's going to be listening to the call, we're having a bars class this Saturday and Monday up in Kuranda. So Saturday is Palm Cove and Monday is Kuranda. If you want to come along and just have a bars class, it's $150 to have your bars run every day. I think I did 15 bars classes in 2015. I don't know, no relevance, but I taught classes and I took classes. I took classes and I would just go to bars classes because it would just change my whole world, just being able to go and get bars all day. So anybody listening back to this, if you want to choose it, we'll be here. And if not, find somebody to swap with, trade with, or pay somebody to run your bars. But definitely get your bars run and be kind to your body. Alrighty, I think it's a wrap.
Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, Maggie. Bye, Maggie. Bye.
Bye, beautiful.